Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the HoloNet. Today we're going to be focusing more on the net side of HoloNet, and we're going to be talking about a brand new game coming out by Gary Newman called S&box, like S ampersand box. Um, this game, if you're unaware who Gary Newman is, or if you're unaware what S&box is, it's essentially going to be Gary's Mod 2. And if you've been on the internet for any period of time, you know Gary's Mod. If you haven't played it, you've seen memes. If you haven't seen memes, you've seen Skibbity Toilet. If you haven't seen Skibbity Toilet, you've seen RDM and NLR and fat ass admins banning you on the spot or trolling videos. So S&box is coming out on my birthday, April 28th. So this month, it's dropping April 28th, and I don't think the wider internet is really prepared for what it's going to do to the gaming space, and as a large, what it's going to do to just potentially the gaming industry. Because it's been very under the radar. It's been in development for like decades now. It's been in development for almost as long as I've played Gary's Mod, and I have fucking like 20,000 hours in Gary's Mod. You can really tell by the look of me, can't you? So this game, when it comes out, they've struck a deal with Valve, and they've made it to where you're using like a doctored up version of Source 2, the newest engine Valve's came out with, and whenever you're making a game inside of S&box, because they're not classifying these as servers, they're not classifying these as mods, really, they're classifying each server as a game. So if your game does well, you can publish it through S&box and get it hosted up on Steam, and you can make money off of it. And I've had dev access for a while now in S&box due to my clout. I've had it for a while. I begged somebody who had a key years ago. I said, please. I begged on my hands and my knees, and he gave me it. And it's looking good. I fiddled around some of the creation tools, and I can tell you a monkey can do it. Making maps is easy. Making the game modes is easy. The entire purpose of this game, which really all the game is think of this game that you're buying as a platform. You're not really buying S&box. You're buying a ticket to enter S&box, I guess. And anybody can go in there and make whatever game they want, whatever fucking pedantic term you want to use. They're making something completely different. The base game of S&box has no identity whatsoever. And everyone who makes something on there is making their own game inside of it. So I've heard this thrown around a lot recently by everybody, is like, there's no games. There are no games. I have 1,000 games in my Steam library, but there are no games. And this could very well be the solution to it. Long gone are the gatekeeping weirdos for all this dev shit. And now literally any mouth-breathing retard can go in there, and with enough tough-headedness, they can get in there and make a game all of themselves. And on top of that, S&box is doing something I've never seen any game do before, any game ever. So when you're hosting a server, a game, whatever, on the platform S&box, which is going to be sold on Steam for like $20, I think. If you're getting players, if you're getting like a proportionate population on your server for, it goes by month, I believe, it goes monthly. So if your server's popular, the company running S&box will give you money. And they're very public with how they split the profit margin. They're very public how much they pay people. The game's not out yet. The only people who have access to this game are people like me who are autistically obsessed with Gary's Mod or S&box or whatever. And the amount of money they're giving to creators right now is crazy. They're giving like hundreds of thousands of dollars away a month to anyone. The average population of a S&box server right now is like 10 on a good day. 20 if you're fucking slaying. And if you're getting 20 people to play your game a day per month on S&box, currently you're raking in like probably $20,000 a month, maybe more. Uh, so they're being very creator friendly. So if you're a guy, a young fella who's like, I want to get into game development, everything seems so overwhelming, everything seems so crazy. How the fuck do I do anything? S&box will be the perfect entry point for you. Not only are you using the cutting edge of gaming engines, Source 2, you're also developing in a far easier way than was ever possible before. You just need to know, I think it's C sharp or C++. Look it up. One of the C languages, you just need to learn that. And then from there, it's very plug and play. You can make it as in-depth as you want it or as rudimentary as you want it. It's kind of like adult Roblox. Think of it like that. And I know that's a cringe term. When you hear Roblox, you think a lot of yucky stuff like, I don't know, steal a brain rot or maybe trying to groom a minor maybe. But it really is going to be fucking game changing. I know I'm going to be trying to make a game on there. Me and my buddy who have had 10 plus years experience developing servers in Gmod, very successful shit, not so successful shit. We know what we're doing when we're making a game, and we're going to make something crazy. However, there is one big caveat. With anything like this, with anything with such a insane amount of goodwill and love put into something for the community of people who have brought the company to fame and fortune, Face Punch, Gary Newman as the head runner, they're making this whole thing out of love for their player base, out of love for the future of gaming, out of love for the future of artistic direction. However, anytime something like this happens, whether it be in real life through social services or in this aspect, there are a lot of very bad actors. So before the game's even out, before the unwashed masses have really got their fucking grubby, dirty mitts on it, I'm seeing some very worrying patterns. There's a lot of games right now that are flooding it that are dog shit. They're fucking bad. Like fucking, I think some of the most played games right now are digital fictional gambling games. And one of them is straight up just opening up fake Counter-Strike cases. And that's one of the most played games right now. Slop. They are flooding it with slop. So I'm very worried for the first couple weeks, couple months, couple years of S&box's existence. It might be flooded with such low effort shit that anything good might get buried. However, thankfully, unlike Gary's mod, they seem to have a very forward-thinking way of promoting servers. There's like new and trending, new releases, different genres. There's all types of categories that you can search to find whatever you're looking for. So that's good. I'm just worried that it could get flooded by like Indian scammers or like a Pakistani gambling role play or something. But if we're not taking that into account, this is such a net positive for all of gaming. There will finally be more innovative shit coming out, some really boundary pushing stuff, and people really don't know what the S&box engine is capable of. Me and my friend have been doing research on this for years, ever since we've been following this development forever. The amount of stuff that is possible inside of S&box is crazy. Destruction of everything. You're able to make anything you want. You can make like infinitely procedurally generating universes. There's like 1,000 people population servers. There's like 10,000, I think. I'm pretty sure there might not even be a fucking player cap. The amount of possibilities in this are endless. Completely endless. The only thing you need to figure out is how you're going to fucking get there. And if I see everyone flooding it with fucking steal a brain rot and grooming minors RP, I'm going to be pissed. Oh. Okay, calm down. What I'm getting to here is keep your eyes on S&box. Keep your eyes on it hard, because this could be a brand new renaissance. We just need creative people who see a gap in the gaming market and want to make something fucking cool, something fun to play. And not only will S&box be making money, they will be giving infinite amounts of money to anybody with a good idea. This is a great little bit of news. April 28th, boys. keep your eyes open. This has been the HoloNet, giving you a nice little bit of hope. Bye-bye. Oh, shit. Bye.